I have a quiz prepared for Mark. So
I'm scared a little bit. I'm a little bit
everybody
scared.
knows Mark is, he kind of devotes, I don't know what, like 95 to 98% of your spare time to politics, the political world,
I do not.
discourse.
That's false.
100%?
Oh yeah, that's a lie. Why do you got to go lying on Sparky?
You spent a lot of time on it. You've been doing this your whole life. You worked for
Talking
Reagan when you
about
were
like
19. You
like
know your
yeah, but I
shit.
don't do politics like get involved in politics or like I read about history and politics,
That's what I'm
and I
talking
do.
about. You're a fan of the art of politics and history and everything that it's
I
your
will.
thing,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have prepared a list of 25 civics questions. None of these have been stolen from other civics quiz. And by that, I mean every single one of them has been stolen from another civics quiz. 25 questions. I have faith in you. I want you to succeed. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll start with question one. Do you need to do any preparing?
God, I didn't study for this.
I think you're going to be fine. All right.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay, question one. How many members of Congress are there?
There's 435 members of the House and 100 senators, two for each state.
Correct. Well done. Okay. How many of them are Jews? How many of them are Jews?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Probably, I would say probably 35 in the House and 6 in the Senate.
Dude, if you would have just said 35 and stopped, you
Yeah.
would have guessed exactly. There's 10 senators and 25 representatives that are Jewish.
Okay.
All right. That was, I almost want to give you credit for that. We're going to go with one half credit. One
Okay.
half credit for that one.
That's fair.
All right. Which two U.S. states use ranked choice voting in their gubernatorial elections?
New York and Washington State.
Maine and Alaska. Sorry,
Okay.
Maine and Alaska is what we were looking for. What is the only federal office with term limits explicitly written into the Constitution?
Into the original Constitution or as an amendment?
Oh, I'm going to say original
But it's
Constitution.
it's in the original Constitution. The only term limits. There are no term limits. In the
Okay.
amended Constitution, the president is term limited.
Okay. Well, it's the presidency, so you
That
absolutely
yeah.
get
Well, it
credit on that
wasn't.
one.
Yeah. It wasn't changed. There was a constitutional amendment to change that, as everybody I'm sure knows, after Franklin Roosevelt. How many? Oh, let me ask you a question real quick. How many terms was Franklin Roosevelt elected to?
I know he served 3, but you worded that like it was like a trick question.
It's
So I'm
not
going to
trick
say he
question.
was
How many,
elected to 2.
how many terms was he elected to, Scott?
He served 3 terms, but I'm going to say he was elected to 2 because you just worded it. Makes me think you're fucking
No,
with
he was
me.
elected to 4 and died
Okay.
a month into a month less than a month
Oh,
into his
got
fourth
it, got it.
term.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
All right, question number 3 for Sparky.
No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. The question number 5. In which part of the federal government is there a rule that requires a 60% supermajority vote to end a filibuster?
In the Senate.
It's in the Senate, correct. Damn, you know your shit, dude. I expected you wouldn't get this
Come
much.
on, let's fucking go.
This is an easy one. Which amendment abolished slavery?
The 13th Amendment.
I even knew that one. Yeah, you're going to get this one too. Define the supremacy clause.
That's Article 2. President's commander in chief of the armed forces and is in charge of the executive branch.
According to the quiz, I definitely didn't steal this from. The supremacy clause is Article 6 of the Constitution,
Article
where
6, yes, I stand
federal
corrected.
law, it states that federal law trumps state laws.
Yes, I stand corrected.
Okay, so
So,
I'm sorry I
yeah,
can't give that to you. I want
yeah.
to, but
Article 16, Section 2, I believe, but go ahead.
yeah, you were wrong. Pains me to say that.
I was.
All right, you should know this one. What is the minimum age to serve in the House, in the Senate, and as president?
25 years old for the House, 35 for the 30 in the Senate, and 35 for the presidency.
Boom. Boom, dude. Jesus Christ. It's like I'm talking to Wikipedia here. How many states must ratify a constitutional amendment?
3/4.
Boom. Bonus points off the top of your head. If you can guess it in 2 seconds, how many states is 3/4 of the states?
38.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I'm going to give you another half point. So that's going to give you a free point of 2 that you missed. All right. Which federal department is not headed by a secretary?
The Environmental Protection Agency.
According to this is the Department of Justice. It's headed by the Attorney General.
Okay.
So
Agreed.
you're saying that maybe this is like a. So you're saying
That
so
was,
so
kind of
what
a,
was
that was kind of a trick question in a way, but it wasn't. You didn't intend it to be.
true?
It could have been worded, what are the 2 cabinet level positions that aren't served by a secretary? And then I would have said the Attorney General and the Environmental Protection Agency Director, Administrator.
Jeez, I kind of want to give that to you, judges. I'm gonna give it to them. All right, I'm gonna give that to you. I'm assuming that you're telling me the truth about that. I'm not going to question you. I know better than to question you. There is only one crime explicitly defined in the Constitution. What's that crime?
Treason.
Jesus Christ, dude. Did you write these quizzes? Did you
I
write
wrote
the
the
fucking quizzes?
Constitution, motherfucker.
Apparently, Jesus Christ, you sleep with it under your bed like some people do a gun? Jesus fucking Christ, man. I'm actually worried now. All right, these seem too easy. Like before, I thought, okay, you might not know this stuff, so I'll throw in some easy ones. You're gonna know this. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
25.
Oh, I'm afraid you're incorrect. According
27.
to 27, it's 27.
It
You
used
said
to be
25. I can't give it to you, man. I can't give it to you.
No, and don't. In my own defense, the last 2 were passed in my lifetime. So for my whole upbringing in civics, et cetera, my whole schooling until I became an adult, there were 25 amendments.
I thought you were going to say it's because you don't recognize the abolition of slavery. That's why you didn't include all
I
27.
hate your guts.
What year was the Constitution written?
Written?
Written.
1789.
So according to this, it was written in 1787.
1787.
Okay. Can't give that to you. So sorry. All right. When was the Supreme Court of the U.S. formally established?
1789.
Boom. Which amendment prohibited the manufacture, sale, and transport of alcohol that was ratified in 1919?
The 18th.
Boom. Jesus, man. I'm glad Josh isn't here. Because I originally wanted you to face off, and I
know.
knew you'd beat him, but you would have slaughtered him so hard. It would have just been embarrassing. I would have had to log off, at least take my video off.
It would have made him cry. It would have made him cry.
I would have been crying.
It would have made him cry like a little bitch, like Maduro putting his hands up, wouldn't defend his fucking wife. The Marxist revolutionary fighter for the people who yeah. The Delta Force flew in at night 100 feet above the fucking water and fucking, roped down into his palace. Do you know those motherfuckers trained? They built a building like that palace, like the part of the palace they were going to go in, and they even made it fucking safe because he has got a giant fucking vault he was going to run into. A couple of guys that roped down had to go a little bit slower than the other guys because they were carrying shit like acetylene torches that could cut through a fucking vault in case he made it to the fucking vault. But no, the motherfucker didn't even defend his wife. Mr. Revolutionary Marxist fighting for the people, put his fucking hands up and surrendered like a little bitch. Question number what?
I don't remember the number of the question. I just remember
The
what the
last
next
question
one
was
is.
prohibition.
Yeah, no. I just didn't number them. Which U.S. president issued the executive order that established the Peace Corps?
John F. Kennedy.
You would totally get your citizenship, by the way, if you were coming from another
I'm
country.
from France.
That's right. I always try to forget it because it's just
I'm
so
a
fucking
conehead
gross.
from France.
All right. Which U.S. president first proposed the domino theory of foreign policy?
Eisenhower.
It was Harry Truman that first proposed it, apparently. Harry Truman.
I stand corrected. And it was because of George F. Kennan. It was because of George Kennan.
Explain.
George Kennan was a senior foreign policy advisor to Harry Truman. And he was considered one of the original conceptualizers of Cold War deterrence vis-a-vis the Soviet Union, keeping the balance of power, etc. I could be wrong on whether or not he believed in the domino theory, but in macro terms, he did, to the extent that, he believed that we should fight the expansion of Soviet communism. Go ahead.
I think I'm wondering if you believe in domino theory. I think this is one of the classic cases of counterfactual, because if you're taught in school to kind of think that the domino theory was too harsh, it was too overplayed, but we don't have communism here, so is that kind of because we had points of view like the domino theory?
In a sense, because the domino theory, again, was part of an overall strategy to quell Soviet expansionism, which was on the march all over the world post-World War II. The Soviets put their proxies in, I forget how many different countries. In the Eastern Bloc, of course, they set up the Warsaw Pact, so they controlled the Eastern Bloc of Europe. But in many different countries, they armed guerrillas and started proxy wars in an effort to limit Soviet expansionism. Yes, we believed in the domino theory. It obviously was a mistake in Vietnam. It was obviously not a mistake in Korea.
No, well said. I just think if you're a normie, just a normal person in American school, domino theory is always brought up in the context of Vietnam and never anything else.
Yeah.
So I think it just puts a bad taste. Where did the U.S. Senate first meet before moving to Philadelphia and then later to Washington, D.C.?
New York.
Correct, sir. Correct. Who publishes the official version of federal laws after they are enacted?
The government printing office.
Do you want to give it a more professional?
Ask me the question again.
Okay. Who publishes the official version of federal laws after they are enacted?
The Congressional Printing Office.
It's the Office of the Federal Register is the official name. The Office of the Federal
yes,
Register.
Correct. Don't give me that one. I should have known
Can't
that.
give you that.
I do know that.
Okay. I'm ashamed and disappointed at you for that. All right. Who is the only U.S. president to have also served as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court?
William Howard Taft.
Boom. Boom. So good. What two states were admitted to the Union in the Compromise of 1850?
North and South Dakota. No, in the Compromise of 1850?
In the Compromise of 1850.
The Kansas and Nebraska.
Incorrect. It's Utah and New Mexico.
Fuck.
Looking for Utah and New Mexico. All right. What does the Constitution require the federal government to guarantee in every state?
2 United States senators.
I mean, you're kind of right. It's a Republican form of government located in Article 4, but that basically inherent in that is senators. So you have a Republican form. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. I think that's basically right. All right. How many states were needed to ratify the Constitution originally?
10.
So close. Can't give it to you. 9. 9 of the 13 original colonies. So close. All right, two more. Ready? Which amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures?
The fourth,
Boom. Last one. What is required to override a presidential veto?
60 votes in the Senate.
That is
A
not correct.
two-thirds majority in the Senate.
It's a 2/3 vote in each chamber of Congress.
Okay.
So both chambers have to act.
Yeah.
I can't give that to you.
Nope.
But you got 16 to 25. Some of
I'm
these were pretty
disappointed in
difficult.
myself. I should have got all of them.
You should have got all of them. There were definitely, I searched for some tougher ones because a lot of these were, I'm like, oh, he's going to know this. He's going to know that. So I probably searched through, I don't know, 7 or 8 different quizzes. And yeah, not bad. And you got some that were really close. So it was a good attempt.